All right. We are here. I gotta say, it's really pleasant to turn on my chat and have someone say, "It's that time of the day. Feels good, man. Feels good indeed." To see a comment like that. Good morning, Kadium. Good morning, Scottish Lewis. Let's see if OBS is having a good morning. You having a good morning, OBS? You gonna display the stuff on my screen? Not yet. Maybe soon. Maybe in a moment. Let the game load in, I suppose. Hey, Chris. Hello, Bylus. I was locked down for everybody else. Hey, Billy. This is a ridiculous load time right now for Warhammer. You think it's sometimes...
You have returned.
Could it possibly have crashed on load?
Oh, you're here. Thought you might be out protesting the lockdown cap.
Protesting the lockdown. Yeah, in close personal contact, arm to arm with my fellow protesters, breathing each other's air. You know, I'm protected by the blood of all sorts of deities, not just one. I went for extra blood protection. So, thanks for the resub, Tragic Booty. Okay. All right. We're gonna start another campaign this morning. I was hoping to get some viewer input on this. Thank you. Should I try Immortal Empires or Eye of the Vortex? Is my first question. I really liked Tomb Kings. I would happily play them again, maybe with a different start, with a different hero and a harder location if they had one. That maybe is too boring, I'm not sure, but I like them. I feel like I finally have a sense of what their units do, so I could make some more informed decisions about that. Try Mortal Empires? Okay. Sure.
We must preserve this world.
Would you like the map to be much larger with more factions? No, not really. That sounds the opposite of what I'd like. I would like this music to get less epic as soon as humanly possible. Let's just back off one screen in case it shuts up. Disaster. Alright, let's just take a second to chat. We'll come back to that. I'll turn the music back on. I don't hate the music. It's just, I can't have epic music as I'm trying to think. It just like destroys your ability to do anything. Alright, so Mortal Empires.
I fight for the greater good.
What would we like to play? Also, so this is max difficulty on fights? Damn. So all I'm gonna do is like, by upping the difficulty more on the campaign, is just spawn more enemy armies. What types of units do I prefer to use? Units I'm familiar with. Units that work. I would like to play a little bit more with Cav this playthrough. I'm not looking for necessarily a Cav faction, but I want the mobility. And I would like, I don't know, I want to, I don't know, I really like the last one. I'd happily play the last one I just played. Dwarves, vampire counts. Hey, Jack Turner Perkins. So how different are these starts if I play this faction again? I know, boring. But what if I did play this faction again? Which where the fuck are they, by the way? How different are the starts? Dude, where are you? My favorite Egyptian bros over here? Yeah. One is very different, the opposite corner of the map. See? That wouldn't be terrible. Ever played the Warhammer tabletop game? No. Every star is vastly different. The newest factions are more fun and polished. Which ones are the newest factions? Catup's a harder start? That's interesting.
I will return to Henry.
There is...
I am the Lich King.
vampires shall pay.
Neophyte of the mortuary guard.
Awkwardly, I don't remember. Same as the Vortex campaign. Should we try a new faction? I'm not sure. So, the fun I have in games, Scott, as you probably have noticed from watching my channel for a while now, is that I like to min-max. And it's really difficult to min-max when you don't know what you're doing. So you either end up restarting, or you end up playing through a campaign to get a basic understanding of the faction so you can do that better, right? So I kind of was thinking, you know, like, I have a sense now of how the heroes flesh out, what the units do, the types of timing on my tech, the types of tech I can get, the types of timing on my buildings. Like, all that's kind of nice. You like the Vampire Coast? Mm-hmm. Hey, Bold Birdman. Well, I'm glad you'll be in the channel, and I'm glad to be here for that. I've actually been kind of pleased about that with streaming. Yeah, I just saw that with Arkin. Empire 4th guy was cool. Alright, how do we... I think we need to do 2 sets of votes, right? The first is a narrow down, and the second is a kind of finalize that. So what I really needed was all of you to show up exactly the moment I started, so we could do this with large enough crowdsourcing. So for those of you who are here, congratulations, you succeeded. Everybody else fails. Everyone else gets a minus 1 demerit, or plus 1 demerit. Yeah, I think you get a plus negative. If you get minus 1 demerit, you're probably getting ahead. We can't have that. In fact, I revoked the minus 1. You guys all get minus 1 demerit. Everyone who's not here gets plus 1 demerit. All right. But what we need is we need a vote. Filthy Slave Dark Elf game. I think there's a lot of factions here, and I could have a lot of fun with another faction. I could also have a lot of fun with actually having some input. And if it was a hard enough campaign where I might actually be pressured, it could be really, really fun to have, like, decisions that aren't as clear as, oh, just do everything, right? Like, I would love to have the decision of, oh, I only have a limited number of jars. What do I want to get? I would love to have the decision of, you know, the Lord I recruit here really is impactful. I would love to have the decision of, you can't just tech for cats, you know? That's right, a 2 demerit swing for all of you here on time. But perhaps I'm just over specializing in playing the same faction. I'm expecting to get a couple more. I don't know. It depends how boring the playthroughs get. If the playthroughs are fun, like, I'm loving this game. I love the fights in this game. I love the scope of them. I love the micro in them. I love the diversity of units. I haven't had a good RTS in a while, and this is a mix of RTS and base builder, which is kind of fun. Try Lizardman. Okay, so all right, we just doubled in channel size since double in viewer count right now since I said my kind of, I guess I need to put it on the screen, then we can just chat for a few minutes as we let this up. Okay, so here's what I would like you guys to do as viewers just tuning in. I'm going to put a poll on the screen, and I'd like you to give me your input on this. I don't promise to take your input, but I'd like to see it. And I'm going to make it easy too, because I'm not going to ask you what you guys want so much as I'm going to tell you what I want and ask you what that means in this game. Okay. All right. All right. First off, let's narrow it down. You should look at what enemies to each start have. I think that's too much for me, Rakesh, right now. I don't know the difference between the enemies. Looking at which enemies around me is just going to be me asking chat what they think of those enemies, and then I'm going to get massively different set of responses from chat. So what I'm looking at first is, should I play a different Tomb Kings campaign because I know this stuff, and maybe we get to see some more competent enemies, etc., or should I play a different start? Like, we did nothing last campaign with lords who sat at home because there just wasn't a point. We didn't take advantage of any of the construction bonuses attached to lords because there wasn't a point. We didn't take advantage of specializing the military types particularly well because it was too slow to specialize versus the amount of time I had. Too slow to transfer units, but if I'm more pressured where I can't just expand every single turn to the maximum of my range, there might be some ability to min-max like lord usage. The tech path was probably not so great because I didn't know what a lot of the stuff did. So I feel like we now know what the units do, and that's pretty nice. So going straight into another faction means we have more of kind of, I feel like we'll do a duplicate of what we just did, right? Which is a playthrough, which is a lot of learning, but probably not a lot of optimizing. And that's fine. I don't mind that. Like, we'll do that sooner or later anyways, but man, the fun part of any game, of any strategy game, is doing it well, right? Like, doing strategy games poorly is so boring for me. For those of us on 160p. 160p? Friends, what are you watching on? Your wristwatch? Are you watching through your neighbor's window? Like across the street through your neighbor's window? Is your neighbor simultaneously stripping and watching Filthy Robot? Stuck in Nepal. Alright, well, chat doesn't think I should play this. Chat doesn't like to min-max. Alright, well, you're making my life a little bit more difficult. So we're going to play a different faction. So we're back to square one then. If we're playing a different faction, what faction? I can always ignore chat, but I'm not certain here. If I was certain that this is what I wanted to do, I would do that. There is some argument that, oh, we don't even get good units here, we get shit units to start. There is some argument that I should just try a different faction. Can min-max eventually just need more racial exposure? Don't I get racial exposure by fighting them? And if I know what my units do, doesn't that make it a lot more clear when I'm fighting enemies what they do? One of the issues I had last campaign was that whenever I fought enemies, I just did the same thing every single time. Tie up their shit with melee, bombard them with catapults, cast some spells on AoEs, and use my elite large units to trample around. That actually got us in trouble in the final battle because I had no experience fighting large units, large anti-elite units. I understand voting is irrelevant, but I'm looking for, as I said when I put the poll up, I'm not looking for chat to decide for me. I'm looking for information. Roll a dice for a faction, embrace chaos. Yes, we should consult the die for every single decision we make. On turn one, do we delete all of our buildings? Do we delete the game? Do we delete Twitch? Do we delete ourselves? Roll the dice. Which option will we choose? Skaven if you're looking for a challenge. My initial feeling for Skaven were they're pretty not fun, but we could check it out. Pre-made battle. I don't think I learn a lot from pre-made battle. It doesn't give me the information about the tech tree. Skaven or fun late game. Vampire Coast. All right, so chat thinks we're gonna play a different one. I love that the 2 lines in chat immediately that I just read in a row were, all of them can be fun except Beastman. The next one is Beastman. Typical chat. Classic chat. Empire?
I shall submerge Ulthuan.
It's quite a unit.
Ready to cast off.
Wait.
Madam Captain, blood, salt, and plunder.
Are they voice acted by the same person? Okay. I thought the economy was I don't know. Okay. So if we're doing a different faction, what faction is it? Maybe chat can give me a top 3 and we can put it to vote after that. Possibly Venthalis, but maybe we don't play a full campaign of that. Maybe we look to see what fun units we can do early and start steamrolling, and then we go over to steamrolling and we quit. Do I care about monster units? Less so than last time. Dwarves, Empire, Skaven. Vampires. I guess I'm gonna write some of this shit down. Dwarves, Empire, Skaven, Vamp Lords. Vamp Counts? Are Vamp Counts and Vamp Lords different? Vamp Coast? Dark Elves. Wizardmen. Skaven. Alright. That's enough. I'll give you guys 5 and we'll choose from that. You can vote multiple times on this, so pick your top 3 or something. Okay. Pick the top. I need to put it this differently. Pick the top 3 you'd like to see Filthy play. I don't really care what your favorites are because they're probably is going to be very different than what my favorites are. All right, we'll give you 5 options. They're going to be dwarves, Empire, Skaven, Vamp Coast, and Dark Elves. All right. You guys are allowed 3 votes. You can vote for up to 3 factions. Let me know. Do I have SFO Grimhammer 2 mod? I do, but I choose not to deploy it. I'm not quite ready for mods yet. Ursus Maritimus, I know you're generally a quite stable viewer, but 11 is not currently an option. All right, what do we got? Not Skaven is what I'm learning from this poll. Grimhammer mod's amazing. It may or may not be amazing.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Thanks for the subject, Turner Perkins. May or may not be amazing, but we're not ready for it yet. You know, modding, here's the thing about modding. First of all, modders have their own idea of where the balance of a game lies, right? So to make an informed decision about what you're doing with the mod, you need to understand the base game. So if you just throw in some other person's total rebalance mod of a game, you're getting a different game experience for sure, but you're not necessarily getting a better game experience. You're not necessarily getting a more balanced game experience. And the things that the modder might like might be totally different than the things I might like. For example, like Lek mod, for example, is a really good example of this in Civilization, right? Lek mod adds a huge diversity of relatively unbalanced factions to the game. And it adds a bunch of new units, a bunch of new buildings, a bunch of new things you can do without worrying about the relative balance of them. And I'm super uninterested in that. That's not fun for me, right? So I don't want to do something like that. And until I have a sense of what the base game does, I don't know where it needs improving or what mods are going to improve it best. So, all right. So you guys voted for Dark Elves, Empire. These are the two biggest votes by like 50%, right? Okay. So we're going to take those two and we're going to do a final poll between Dark Elves and Empire. Okay. All right. Final poll. Oh, I gotta put Empire spelled right. It doesn't have a capital M in Empire apparently. Who knew? No, not. Hold on. You can't vote for 3. Sorry. I'll fix that. Users may vote for 1 option. Okay. There we go. You understand, but the base game of Warhammer is pretty crap in terms of balance. I don't have the knowledge to assess that. I don't have the knowledge of you to just take your opinion to believe that. And I don't have any sense of where your preferences lie compared to mine. Maybe you find balance to be the player has a fair chance. I don't want a fair chance. Maybe you find balance to be you really like a wide game where the enemy throws a billion things at you and you're always fighting like on 20 different fronts, and I don't find that as enjoyable either. Maybe you think that min-maxing is not the way you play games. There's a whole subset of people who play like D&D and they're like, min-maxing's no fun. It breaks the game. It's just too difficult to do that without knowledge myself. This is pretty close, but it looks like Dark Elves. Dark Elves. Are these the people who don't get walls? Play what I play. Play what I enjoy. Ignore chat. Well, I'm not doing that. The problem is I don't have enough information to make that decision either. If I knew what I enjoyed, Crip, and it was a different one, I would. But this is why we're doing this. BDSM elves. Well, I could deal with that. Edge elves. All right. So we're gonna see a lot of breast armor, but not a lot of midriff armor, huh? Thanks, Alex. I do hate elves, just in general. All right, Dark Elves. Which start?
You have returned.
Dark Elf archers are really good, as well as Sisters of Slaughter. Do not get cooldowns.
Dark Elf archers are really good, as well as Sisters of Slaughter. Don't get Cole Jones. Poor Cole. Okay, I won't recruit Cole. All right. Thanks for the resub. All right, Dark Elves.
Power shall heal my mind.
All right, can we tell just by looking? Not these could be Dark Elves. Oh, these are elves. Okay, not Dark Elves. These look undeadish, but they could be Dark Elves. They are Dark Elves. You're a Dark Elf? Much more manly than I was expecting for a Dark Elf.
I will see Malek.
This is what I was expecting from Dark Elves.
We will drown this.
We've got it in purple or green.
Shut up, demon.
Wow, the males of this race really believe in more armor than the females, huh?
Ulfwan will ye.
Son of
Isn't Dark Elf lore too? It's a matriarchy. Anyways. All right, which of these are we playing? Not Malice.
We will drown this world.
Can you try the Twitch poll? You tried it yesterday, Nerf. Why are we doing this? I just did 3 polls too. Can sacrifice slaves to trigger a death knight. Wait, if you're sacrificed, isn't it already a death knight? All right. Death knight summons an allied blood voyage. +2 death hags. Casualty captured post battle. Sacrifice to Drakira. Helibron has the most.
Malekith crown.
Spread chaos corruption. Hero action cost. Construction cost for sorcery buildings. Chaos corruption. Don't know what that does. Upkeep for heroes. On the start of turn, lords in this character's region have a chance to gain 2 loyalty.
I seek my birthright.
This gives a percentage of XP earned to other lords. 30 diplomatic with the cult of pleasure. 2 loyalty for recruits. Increased chance of loyalty loss for lords of higher rank. 50% upkeep for the minus 50% upkeep for Blackguard, Dread Spears, Bleak Swords, and Dark Shards. We start with a chariot, an infantry, and an artillery.
We shall eviscerate all.
Malekith is the best choice for a newer player. She's fucking ripped, this girl. Okay. Alright, so between these two, it sounds like Malekith or Helibron. That's what chat wants. Oh wait, or was it Morth? They all sound exactly the same. Malekith is very by the books, meaning what? Filthy thoughts. Always. Morthai lets me play more with corruption mechanics. Alright, let's try corruption mechanics then. Oh wait, this is a different one. That's not one of the 3.
We shall eviscerate all.
Alright, what's the difficulty on these? Hard, hard, hard. Okay, so no information there.
Shut up, demon.
Revel in slaughter with me.
Go Malice. Malekith is not hard. Marathi is also a very cool lord.
Heed me,
Son
Ulfwan will yield or burn.
She has at least interesting bonuses to me. Although I like repeater crossbows. Morthai has to deal with corruption. Helibron has Blood Knight mechanics. Malice has demon mechanics. Well, I like the idea of corruption because we haven't played with that at all yet. But I'm not very excited about the rest of this. Are you turning down a chance to sacrifice slaves? No, I mean that's a nice thought too.
We will drown this world. I will see Malekith. We shall eviscerate all.
Final vote. All right. I will give. I'll let this be a final vote, I suppose. This will give Nerf a chance to play with the poll too. He wanted to play with the poll. Nerf, you can set up a poll for these final 4. 1 vote. Yeah. No, give them the top 2. Top 2 votes
Heed me or
between these 4.
I will have my
Malekith,
Ulfwan.
Morathi,
We will drown
Helibron,
this world.
only one with a title,
Shut up, demon.
and Malice Darkblade.
Ulfwan,
I will see
Wait,
Malekith.
Malekith and
son
Malice?
of Hag.
We
Are they only allowed to name people? And Morth? Are they only allowed to name people with M's? If I don't hear something from Nerf in about 5 seconds, I'll make my own poll. Starting Lord. Current poll. Does it show up on the stream? What is it? It shows up in chat, but not on the screen? Oh, okay. So it's a less good poll. How do I vote in it? I can vote? Is my vote just end the poll immediately? Presumably. I can report the poll. You can vote with channel points. Huh. More votes for points. Oh no. You can buy votes. Well, I encourage buying votes. All right. Helibron is at 43%. This is Poison Ivy elf Helibron. Mora contributed 65,000 channel points to vote for Helibron. I can see who's buying the channel points. Huh. It's a lot of vote buying. I'm fine with that. How do you even vote? I have no idea, man. Rigged. Yeah. I wonder if it did it. I don't know. Okay. All right. So it looks like Mora has bought the vote, and we're gonna try Helibron.
Revel in slaughter with me.
Yeah, I know. Like it's just a less good poll than the poll I always use, isn't it? Except my mods can set it up. I guess that's the plus side. Get the FLC. There's a fifth lord. The FLC. Seems to be crap on mobile. Yeah, I would probably stick to the poll I normally use, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, the free DLC. All right, we'll get the free DLC later. Does it add anything else except, like, it might add, I don't know. I don't want to get it. Remind me later, chat, to do it. I don't really give a shit right now. I want to play the game. Okay, so on Helibron. Difficulty, hard, very hard, fine. Like, I found the most boring, okay, so would have to make more decisions, chat. So I found the most boring part of the game, the late game. I found the most boring part of the late game, chasing around enemy heroes who came and attacked my cities with me, having no way to defend my cities without my armies being in range, but they're just as fast as me. And then they just run into my interior, and I spend 2 turns killing them. 1 turn to go kill them, 1 turn to go back to where I was. And they do it again. That was just boring as fuck for me. They were suicidal lords doing suicidal things with their armies. That happens to every faction. But doesn't it increase the chance of that happening by upping the campaign difficulty? I'd like the battles to be as hard as they possibly can be, but I have no real interest in making the campaign more grindy or tedious. That's an FSO. Grimhammer mod, it fixes stupid chasing. I know you want me to play that mod, and I'm not against modding the game eventually, but I am against modding the game this early till I have a bit more sense of what's going on. Campaign difficulty affects your public order. Alright. Maybe very hard, very hard. Okay. Alright. Democracy. You can't go very hard legendary. It doesn't work that way. You can go legendary very hard, but you can't go very hard legendary. This is the highest combat difficulty already. Thanks, Sangamar. You meant the other way around. I was talking to Alex specifically. All right. I guess I should put that in my stream title, huh? That way I can, EP in a little bit here. All right. Yeah, guys, we play on very hard here. I had a comment in my YouTube channel recently. I think yesterday or the day before.
They could prove a
Hold on.
useful ally against the marauding threat of the Northmen, or be cut down to seize their slaves for yourself. Further south, our kin do battle across the great ocean, but another threat lurks deep beneath this very fortress. A verminous horde seeks to bring a plague and destruction to all Druki. Beyond the icy plains, wild beasts inhabit the mountain crags, readying themselves for war. But a much closer prize lies at our very doorstep. The secrets of Grond have forever been a source of wonder.
A generous bestowal.
Strike first,
Thank you, Mora.
deviant Hellebron.
I'd like to do
Bring a
heroes
cruel and
primarily
crushing
for
end
renames,
to all those
I think it
that
makes more
stand
sense in
before
units.
you, Queen of Murder.
but I will figure out a unit to rename.
Bathe in their blood this night, the next, and all the nights that follow.
All right, we got fucking this guy reciting a Christmas poem. Can we actually play the game now? Amazing. Not a pure carnage and murder. Rejuvenating his queen and granting her untold powers. Every night is Christmas night for the Dark Elves. Okay. Dark Elf factions enslave captives in battle. Slaves provide additional income, but can negatively affect public order. Slaves can be sacrificed to perform rites. I understand. Sword of Cain is a blade of ancient and terrible power. Its bearer is granted prodigious strength in battle. Yet stewardship of the sword can lead to civil unrest. Those in dire need of such power may seek out the weapon as a last resort on the island of the Shrine of Cain, but so too may those with more nefarious aims. Learn more about the Dark Elves here. No, we're done learning. Good. Yeah. All right, we'll do more. Chapter objective issued. Occupy, loot, raise, or sack 4 different settlements. Okay. How will they play?
A kind gesture.
Thank you, Scott. I'll add you to the Lords. Appreciate the donation. Appreciate all the support. I understand this is a pretty shitty time to be alive, so I appreciate the support immensely. All right. What are we doing? We have 0 slaves. We have to get our crone meter to 5. Oh, crone, bitter, respected, joyous, blood queen. Okay. Does chat's avatar still work? I don't know. It's a lot of renaming work for myself for no reason. I haven't decided yet. All right, let's go look at our things. What do we have? This is my faction color, I guess. Okay. We got a level 2 primary building. Our current public order is -4. This is us. Our army is
Mistress of Harganeth.
Hargarth, Executioners, Sisters of Slaughter, Break Swords, and Dread Spears, and Dark Shards. Okay. All right, that's my faction. This is my area. And let's take a look at the diplomacy of the 2 guys around us. We have to look at Grond and Deadwood Sentinels. Grond has 4 settlements. Deadwood Sentinels has 3. +2 hero capacity for Death Hags. Casualties captured post-battle +25%. Okay. If I sacrifice, I get better Death Hags and Witch Elves. Don't we have like a discount on recruiting shitty buildings? Character details. Okay. I know I'm at war with Grond, yep. No items. Target self. Plus 25 charge value, plus 15 leadership, 25% melee attack, 18% vigor. I don't know what vigor does. Frenzy. Okay. Oh, we're the greatest bride of Cain. Oh, that's really sweet. Okay, how much money do we have? 5K. What are our armies? Don't know. How do we recruit?
Blood Queen of Haganeth.
Dark shards, bleak swords, and dread spears. I guess I gotta look at this. It sounds like just basic spear and sword infantry.
Queen.
All right. All right. How do I pin? If I know. So I need to. Oh, it's probably on the recruit that I can pin, huh? So just standard infantry stuff here. The dread spears are more melee defense and worse everything else. The swords are better melee attack, weapon strength, and charge bonus. Okay. Start is tricky. You're tricky. What does this unit do? This is my archer unit. Ranged missile range 125. Missile damage 22. Where's its hit chance? Don't know. Okay. Wait, you're telling me for this totally new faction that you guys are making me play, I want to build spearmen with archers behind it in the early game? Huh. That does play entirely different than the faction I'm already familiar with. Good thing we chose this. Alright. What do we have going on here? Oh my god. All right, chat. We're gonna do a quick series of rapid fire questions here. You ready? We're gonna talk about how shitty these units are, and I just want you to type in chat either. Oh, does Twitch moderate shit? If you type shit in my chat, does it not allow you to post it? Someone test that. Oh, we're good. Okay, good. So shit or usable. These are the two words I want. Okay. Ready? Starting with this one. How good is this tier of unit, this tree of units? Shit or usable? Okay. How about these units, the cab units? Shit or usable? Okay. We don't use poop in this channel. We use real words for adults. All right. How about shades? Shit or usable? Okay. How about this line here? Usable kind of. Shit. All right. Okay. How about this line? The harpies. Okay. So far, what I've learned is archers, shades, harpies. What about cold ones? Shit. Okay. What about the sorcerer's abode? Okay. Dragons, storks. All right, final tier of units, probably. Oh no, these are walls. Never mind. Okay, that was it. So we learned that half the units are not worth recruiting. Got it. All right, what do we start with? We start with the conscription halls. What do we do if we upgrade? We get access to the master. Dreadlords in the making. They need to prove themselves. Upkeep, training, embed hero. So this is a hero. I guess we should look at tech too. Okay.
Shall be ready.
Choose or die. Well, I guess we'll choose. Going there. 4 turns on this. Okay. All right. What do we want to do for our buildings then? Let's take a look at this stuff. Oh, we have rituals too. All right. What do our rituals do? Are these slaves? Yes. So rituals are slaves. Casualties captured. 40 turn cooldown. Unlock after 30, 3 sets of captives. I don't know what 3 sets means. Level 12. Slave pen. Okay. And what? All right, building browser. What do I have available? I've got slave pens. Okay. Torture posts. The artisan's house. So it pays itself back in 5 turns, right? It's a bit slower. Might be better later when I have more. Income generated per 100 slaves, 10. Dark Elf Manor, growth. Growth early seems good. Casualty replacement early seems good. Shades are good.
Gesture.
Thank you, Vipsidoo. Will do. Slave pens are incredibly important. Not right now, they aren't. I don't have any slaves. Alright, I was told to ignore these. So is the master a lord unit? This is what this is? A hero unit, not a lord unit, excuse me. Okay. See his actions if I hover him. Okay. It's like a little tiny hangnail driving me nuts on my thumb. I'm going to chew on that till it's gone. All right. We probably need income, and we probably need growth. 2k gold. I think getting a lord early is going to be good, too. So we're gonna grab, in all likelihood, we're gonna grab this with 5K. What does recruitment cost? Okay. All right. And what is this? This is a death hag.
A capable.
She cost me 150 a turn. Ooh, plus magic drop item seems useful. Especially early. Oh, she doesn't get jars. Not a hoarder race, I guess. What is she? Is a death hag a caster? She doesn't seem to have spells. Yeah. She's a squishy melee hero. Phenomenal. That's a common piece of information being passed around, that replenishment heroes are really useful. Last campaign, they were not at all useful. Not in the least little bit. From the entirety of the campaign, from the beginning to the end. So, kind of interesting to hear how much that's drilled into people right now. Alright. Because my units were free. Yeah, it could be. Could be exactly that reason. Alright, so how much does it cost me to recruit some units here? And where am I likely to go? I'm likely to go to the people I'm already at war with. Do I have any sense of what their garrison is? Really weak. Do I know who's over there? Can I get there this turn? Cannot enter an enemy zone of control unless I'm making an attack. Yeah, okay, I could just go there. They have walls? No walls. So I could go there, take the city, and then recruit, which is probably what I want to do.
I listen. Observing these thoughts. I am Cain's instrument.
Can't get anything immediately. Everything's gonna have a build time. So I'll probably just go in like this. Oh, there's a really big problem right now. I guess I want to fight it just to see what my units do, but I gotta turn this fucking camera speed up ASAP. Okay.
Withdraw.
Fight battle. Okay. I'll rename after this. Okay. All right.
Nagarothi.
Executioners, bleak swords. What were my dread spears and bleak swords? Are my two spotter infantry? Is that correct?
Dealers in death. Dread spears. Dark shards.
Made. Sa'anisha.
All right, so then I need to have a look at what the
Brides of Cain.
what these things are. Sisters of Slaughter. Defender. That's kind of cool. Murderous Mastery. Merciless, frenzied agents of slaughter. Even when unprovoked, this ability takes especially well to Cain's murderous blood. That doesn't tell me anything. They're just words that don't have meaning. Unit has abilities. Okay.
Hag. High priestess.
And what are these things? Armored, armor-piercing, anti-infantry. Murderous Mastery again. Okay. After being in combat, they get combat buffs, I see.
Dark shards. Cold-blooded killers. Bleak swords. We are ready.
Okay. Do I have spells? I have Gaze of Cain. Ground or ally. Plus leadership, weapon damage, and melee attack minus rampage. Seems bad. Alright. Do you have the same ability? No. Okay.
Druki! To destruction! Blood will flow!
Blood drenched.
Alright. How do I know they're weak to archers? These guys are just squishy.
Forward. On to violence.
Is it shielded that gives me some sort of defense versus that? So this is how they are resistant. Okay. What does shielded do again? Doesn't tell me. Chance of blocking arrows. Okay. All three of these are shielded. Okay.
Bleak swords! Forward! Executioners!
Quickly now.
We understand! Dark elves! Onwards to murder! Druki, forward!
Mothers of murder.
To battle.
If I hover the shield, it will tell me the percentage. Why would it not tell me that? Why does the tooltip take a moment to unfurl and then go away? 55%? That's pretty good. There's different color shields, so these are silver shields. Okay. See, that's something I didn't learn in the entirety of last campaign. It's interesting. Alright, why aren't they moving? You think they have the range advantage and are fine here? Hello?
Great spears!
Skilled murderesses.
Going!
Murderers.
Alright, what are my two heroes? So, melee specialist, sword infantry. Anti-armor piercing, anti-infantry, and dodge. Blocks blades and missiles with ease. Currently frenzied? That's just a passive? That's interesting. Where's dodge? Dodge just gives 30% physical resistance. So this is dodge. It's just labeled something different to fuck with me. Nice. All right, but we want them in melee is what I'm learning. It's fine. Okay.
Dark shards!
Bringers of death.
No survivors! Slay them!
A renewal.
All right, where are my... These are my infantry killers, right? Okay.
Dark shards! Executioners!
Thank you, Usurpator, for the 9 months. My lord is under attack. All right, my units are taking damage really fucking quick. Okay, so what does this do again? +8 leadership, weapon, and melee damage for our dudes. Seems pretty good. Yeah.
Great spears! Onwards to murder! Nagarothi! With pleasure!
Okay.
Understood.
Their archer's still
fellowship
unengaged.
expands.
It's not okay.
Praise the sub.
Thank you, Kamina Bound.
Femme fatale.
The merciless host.
Hellebron!
Cold-blooded killers.
Alright, we winning over here? Probably. Where's my other leader? You're slacking. Why are you fucking slacking, you scrub?
Hellebron!
Dark elves.
Yeah. Make sure you're chasing, please.
Dread spears. Kill them.
Oh, why are you moving? Are you out of ammo? No, you're just being dumb. It's unfortunate.
Sa'anisha,
All right.
Brides of Cain. Kill, maim, fell deeds.
Dread spears.
All right. Tell me about. I did make waypoints. Tell me about slave capture. Does it based on percentage of people killed? Is running down going to give me any sort of advantage for this? Okay. All right. Yep. The whip elves say that on their card. Yep. Enemies captured is 68.
Take them.
All right, 4 options. I can raise this, seems bad. I can occupy it, seems good. I can sack it, or I can loot and occupy.
You will pay for this.
So I get gold, unit replenishment, and slaves. That's going to be the one we're going to do.
Of war.
Okay.
Field mistress of Arganeth.
All right. So now we have 136 slaves. Oh, they joined us. Minus 40 public order. Rip. All right, so it's minus 30 for just that turn, apparently. And we damaged all of our stuff. How much does it cost me to repair? 256 and 216. Not that damaged. Orchards. What does it do? Wine resources. Okay. All right. So I want to build stuff in my faction and I want to recruit here. So let's take a look at what we're building in our building browser at our Harganesh. Do we want to try the shades? Armor piercing missiles, missile infantry, vanguard deployment, and stock. That's interesting. Chad has informed me that the slave pens are important for income. What do I have? So this is currently, I have 125 slaves. So this is 10 income for 1,500 up front. Or 750 up front, 150 income. We're definitely going for this. I want a lord. I think we're going to take the artisan's house because I don't believe chat. All right, what does this put me down to? 2,800. Can't afford these then doing that. Oh, it's too many buildings actually. Huh. Yeah, perhaps growth is better here. I'm going to need income. Depends how much fighting I do in here. Okay. You just stack growth. I mean, thematically, I feel like I should get the torture posts up as soon as possible, but maybe not. All right. So say we go growth instead of income, which is kind of nuts, but let's say we do that. Although we're making good income already. All right. Where we have research available. No, we don't. And then we have dudes here who want to recruit. Out of movement for moving. I have 8 of 20. Seems good. I have no limit cap on these. It's interesting. Okay. Remember to repair buildings. Do I want to repair buildings?
Bloody-handed priestess.
We need to look at some numbers for whether or not we care about repairing buildings. How much does it repair per turn? Like percentage-wise. Like this is going to be what, 2 turns? No, I understand if I click repair, it's done. So this building... Does it get better as I upgrade it? I mean, I know the building does, but I mean... Tends to be very slow. Well, this is a trade good building, right? Like generating wine is just a trade good, so that doesn't help me at all right now. So repairing that one's dumb. Repairing this one is possible. I do like the growth being generated, but how much is it generating right now, and how do I tell?
Behold my beauty.
Damage building, generate half income. Orchards give order. Okay. All right. Okay. Happy with that damage building. We have skill points on the Death Hag. Old Death Hag leveled. Look at Death Hag go. Oh, we need to rename people. Yes! Alright, so this is Nobu. She's going to love being called a Death Hag. Amazing. Okay. Great. Settlement has a damage building. They give you half tax income and other half automatically goes into repair cost till it's done. Really? So let's take a quick look at that then. So that's a good point. What does order do for us? Because we have no idea prior to this. Because order in the last campaign was entirely fucking useless. Campaign line of sight. Chat order is extremely important. It gives you campaign line of sight. Invest heavily in order or be punished. Punished by extra slaves appearing out of nowhere. Alright, let's take a look. Taxes. Yeah. Skill points. Alright, Dance of Death. Replenish troops. This is all unlocked later. Wait, your mount is a cauldron? I don't think that means the same thing that they think it means. A cauldron is a giant pot. You can't have your mount be a giant pot. Stick wheels on it? That's still not about. That's like, oh my god, okay, sure. God, I look at all these bonuses compared to the Tomb Lord bonuses, and I'm like, holy shit, these all suck. Tomb Lord bonuses were amazing. Do I need replenishment right now? No? If you're looking for a harder start as your title says, why don't you try such and such random fucking suggestion? Why didn't you show up for the time where we did all the suggestions? This has already been suggested. We're not changing anything right now. Okay. Alright.
I am Cain's
I'm not gonna level that.
instrument.
I can have 2 unassigned skill points, right? Like I don't lose the ability to gain experience with unassigned skill points, correct? Okay. Then we're not leveling that shit. There's no reason to do it. It does nothing for me this turn. I'm not in the least bit convinced that it's good for us. All right, level up on Hellebron. Okay, this is more interesting. Wait, I don't have this yet. Oh, it's a quest for it. Okay. It's interesting. I liked Lightning Strike, although I didn't use it much last campaign. Okay, so kind of similar builds. I'm still going Route March. A 10% movement campaign just seems fucking incredible. All right. All right, I think we're good for turn 1. Ah. Green Vale. Gaian Vale. These are very far away. Can't we have, like, goals a little closer? Okay. $3,000 cash would be nice. Does it show me anything about it? Like, do I have to walk over there? Does it teleport me? It's a quest, right? The quest teleport. Kind of nice. Not all quests, no. Sadly, yes. Fuck.
Mistress of Harganeth.
That's what they call me. Okay. So this has almost repaired that building. Looks like about 2 turns to repair from there. We've built the growth building, which is okay for now. This city has a garrison of... It's got a wall, which is a bit of a bitch. It's our same faction? Has no ranged units, though, apparently. Okay. Could go take their other building. Do I have any way to, like, any sort of siege unit early? None of those look siege unit. So I can beat down the wall, it just takes me fucking forever. Dark shards with shields are ranged. Okay. Oh, I see. The faction, the shape of the faction icon is the thing. That's interesting.
The people are displeased.
So there is a tier 3 unit. Well, I want to keep fighting right now for all the value of that, but I don't want to leave this to be just immediately recaptured. Has a garrison. Does it? Despite reach? Yeah, a little tiny baby garrison. Okay. Artillery is a tier 2 unit. Tier 3 unit.
Behold my beauty.
I don't have artillery available right now. Okay. Let's head over this way. Can I like raid this province or something? Is raid a stance? 50% campaign movement. Okay. If I were to go here. Wait, I thought it was a...
Queen of Haganeth. I am Cain's instrument.
Kind of want to take that. How much is rating going to give me? Income generated from rating 62. It's pretty sad.
Snow. Ceaseless snow. On the move.
They don't have a unit. They do have a unit in there. Can't recruit from moving in here, unfortunately. Okay. New stance.
Mistress of Haganeth.
Channeling. 50% for extra mana. Okay. Alright, we're going to upgrade this building too. Not repairing the building. I don't think there's anything else to do this turn. Call it a day. Now, when I set up my rating stance, my expectation was it protected me from this woman moving past me. That's what I thought the stance was when I overlapped the circles. When I put the circle... I know I did ambush stance. To literally ambush this woman coming out of her fucking city. She went around. She can't see me when I'm ambushing, right? Raiding is not ambush. I didn't go to raiding stance. I did ambush stance, bruh.
We will make them bleed.
Okay. Wait, she just moved? How did she move out? I thought taking a city took all your movement. Oh, she just like pillaged it or something fucking annoying.
Blood shall stain the snow.
What a stupid start. Did we just immediately restart to prevent that? So I guess I was slightly out.
Bloody
I guess she can leave this side of the city instead of the front of the city, so I had to be like here. But it's not that she sacked it for gold, it's that it breaks both my fucking buildings, so that the money I wasted repairing this is now immediately wasted again. Do I just immediately restart?
A chill wind.
But how can she do that? I thought attacking a city was like your full action movement. Will she do it again next turn? She probably will, right? Alright, let's just eat the fucking... We'll call that learning. 512 to repair. Ouch, feels bad. Alright, we can probably recruit, so I want to go to...
This will fail. No.
4 Dark Riders. She's got a lot of range units. Her army's kind of nasty.
Helibron.
Okay.
It's colder than my heart. Blood Queen of Haganeth. Proud.
Bleak Swords, Dread Spears, Dark Shard Shields. This is just an upgraded ranged unit, is that correct? Shielded anti-armor piercing missiles. Okay. Oh, I didn't get the Lord yet. I should get the Lord.
The buildings are crumbling.
Okay. Expensive. Interesting ability. Seems pretty good.
Someone bring me a cloak.
0 of 2.
Bastard
Does that really mean I could recruit another one if I wanted? If I had the cash, could I? Okay. Then we did this wrong. Okay, that's fine. There's no reason not to have that available. If we can recruit lords off the beginning, I thought we would not have any lords. Okay.
I fight for the greater good.
So that's, for me, that's like on turn 1, making 2 mistakes feels like a immediate restart. Where is what's her face?
We
Okay.
shall eviscerate all.
He's a hero. He can't lead armies. I know what he is. High cost and upkeep. Sure. Sure. But the lords seem very good, right? And leveling them seems, or not lords, excuse me. Heroes seem very solid, and leveling them seems very solid. Okay. All right, we gotta get this guy to shut up.
Violent.
All right. And it should be relatively quick for this, right?
Noxious potions. Observing these drawers.
A capable.
Wait. Okay, still a death hag.
Behold my
All right, let's go attack this.
blood queen.
Take that fight again. Anything else I need to do before then? Assign tech, I guess.
Chill wind.
Yeah, camera settings. Fuck, thanks. I guess I could have loaded the quick save before the battle that we made. Okay.
I am Cain's instrument. How delightful. Slash, stab, fight.
A generous bestowal.
Thank you, Cadium. Will do. Appreciate the support, guys.
Dread spears. Bleak swords.
Dark elves.
We are ready.
Druki. Merciless warriors. Advance, Druki.
Druki.
Nagoraki.
Sure. That's what you want to call yourself.
Executioners.
Another
Engamar with the
proof
gifted
lost
subs.
in time and space.
All right. I think what we'll do for chat's avatars, if you guys remind me, maybe my mods can keep track of this for me. I think there's 2. Who was the other chat's avatar? Thank you, Engamar, for the 5 gifted subs, and it's Royal Magic. And who else for gifted subs? Or gifted, not gifted subs, for chat's avatars. I'm happy to rename fodder units for chat's avatar. Tragic
Quitters
Brooding.
never win.
I think that's a fun way to do it. That's what the chat's avatar is supposed to be about, like a fodder unit that dies all the time. It makes for good viewing. Alright, I kind of want this hill.
A new subscriber arrives. It fills you with determination.
Welcome, Kelsamar, Bylus, Hoya Martyr, Chicken Known, and Onolts the Grenier.
Dread spears.
Another
Very
poor
well.
fool lost in time and space.
My lord is under attack.
To murder!
Oh, turn around.
Forward!
Forward! On to murder!
On to murder
End
is a
them.
noise that makes total sense to me. A name that makes total sense to me. Oh, you get over there.
Course!
Druki.
Femme fatales!
Following orders.
Advance. Druki.
Alright, what do we have? We've got another infantry unit there. This is our high damage infantry unit. We're coming around here specifically.
Onwards to
Can shoot
murder.
that, I guess.
Attack.
Guess we can get in
Carnage
there.
awaits. Slash. Kill.
Lords in here. Where are my existing lords? I want both lords to chase. Actually, probably want every melee unit to chase right now, huh? Okay. And where's my spell effect here? Casting from this area.
A gleaming endowment.
Thank you, Victor.
For the last day's entertainment. Good job learning this game.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much for the donation. And I'll get you Victor Avrar. I'll get you in as a lord when I can. Erebor. Victor Erebor. Thanks. Really appreciate the support. Alright. Should be just wrecking units over here. Warhammer 3 gonna have Space Marines. God, I would love it if they did a 40k version.
Kind gesture.
Bold Birdman in as well. Thank you. Alright, how we doing?
Death hag!
Everybody's fighting, so that's a plus. Except my missile infantry, who have stopped shooting because they probably killed something. Happy to shoot that. Alright.
Mothers of murder!
Sisters of Slaughter are killing the archers. Slowly, I might add. This unit is disengaging. That's unacceptable. Where's my lord unit? You can go there. And you can chase that. Sure. Alright, killed that. Help kill this. Excellent. Archers, try to be useful, please. I don't really want to lose any more units from that. I'm going to pull out of there.
Brides of Cain!
We are ready.
You guys can help there.
Bleak swords.
Slaughter them.
Good on that.
Of course!
Lord on Lord action. Can we shoot their Lord, you think? Maybe. Why aren't you shooting? There you go. Okay.
Death hag!
Ha! By all means!
Great. Okay. I do like the sci-fi elements quite a bit. Yep. All right. Any thoughts on Vortex campaign versus Mortal Empire? This is my very first attempt at Mortal Empire, and we just played Vortex. I liked the finite nature of Vortex.
Burn it
Okay,
all.
we're gonna loot and occupy again. I think that was fine.
Feel blood gain of Haganeth.
Gained a weapon. Nice. Alright, we're also gonna recruit while we're here. Happy to pull in. So we get an upgraded archer unit next turn. Do we want to take archer slots in this army? Depends how many total archers we want to run. Oops, not. Well, it's 2 turns, I guess. Feels like we're gonna get better better archers soon. I don't know how much better they are though. Like, what is their cost comparatively? 169 compared to 112. It's 50 a turn for them. Do I care? I mean, shielded's nice. Dark shards have strong armor, piercing attacks. But but I thought the difference between my dark shards and the other, I guess gotta look at this again. Fine. All right, so this is dark shard, doing 22 missile damage with, where's the armor pierce value? Armor, leadership, speed, melee attack, melee defense, weapon strength, charge bonus, ammunition, range, missile damage. Sure, could you show me what armor piercing does? No. Mostly ignores the target's armor, making them the ideal choice against heavily armored. They often inflict less damage in total, though. Okay. So it's just some sort of attribute. And this unit has the same bonus? 22 damage compared to 22. So this unit is exactly the same except shielded, correct? And it costs 50% more. Yeah, okay.
Bloody-handed priestess.
Not 50%, 10 more. The difference in cost on this was literally 110 versus this is 150 and this is 160. I guess it wasn't. I thought it was 110. Was I looking at a different unit? I was looking at this unit. I see. Thanks. Hey, Xanadu. Mora donated for you to have a lord. So you have a lord now. We need to do a lot of renames. Let's get this sorted out. All right, the units that are most likely to die are the bleak swords. And you need to be renamed immediately. How do I do that on a unit itself? I think I go here, rename. Okay. This will be our 2 fodder units, Tragic Booty. Doesn't have a space. Okay. And the next one is this Dark Spear, who will be known as Royal Magic. Okay. You want to be an elf? You are an elf. You're a hag elf. Okay. We're going to recruit a lord.
Everywhere ruin.
Weapon master. Tough. Malicious. Construction costs for Cult of Cain or Cult of Pleasure buildings. Oh, I can recruit lord. This is a lord. I want a lord. I want a hero. Why are no characters available? So I know that building gives me one, but does it give me 2? I assumed I had level 1 available. These are all zeros. So it gives me hero capacity for masters +1. Sure, but last time it gave me 2. I was able to recruit 2. But this only says it gives me +1. Presumably that means I have +1 already. Why do I not already have +1? Alright, we're taking Route Marcher again. We have an unassigned skill point on Nobu, who I'm not assigning quite yet, so it's fine. All right, we're gonna repair this, not that, this, and I think that gets us to where we want to be. We already recruited or no? Have not recruited. I need to recruit this turn. Let's get another spear and 2 more ranged. Okay. I built 2 buildings in this thing, right? Yeah. All right. Sure, I don't want to go over there. Mission issued, yeah. All right, did I assign that item? Does it auto assign the item? I guess I should have looked at that. So where is my legendary lord? Character details, no. Yes, okay. Don't care about the unassigned skill point. Don't care about the damage building. This is building. Can upgrade the residence again. So I want to ambush here. It does fuck with my recruiting. I think ambush stance is... Wait, I don't have ambush stance? Is it just because I'm in the city?
Death hag. Mistress of Haganeth.
Is there any world in which they avoid that? I want to be closer. No, they can't see me. Okay.
Behold my.
So ambush, campaign movement disabled, hidden units. Can I recruit here?
Death is coming.
I think it changes my stance to like a recruitment stance if I do that though, right? Like mustering is the stance. Can't recruit when ambushed. Okay. So there is an argument at the moment for another lord. What's the lord upkeep cost? Because I would like to be able to recruit while still doing things.
Snow. Ceaseless snow.
Minus 40% construction cost for Cult of Cain or Cult of Pleasure buildings. Hero recruit rank +2. Quite a lot of gold per turn at 250. A lot of good ones. It's their loyalty, I guess. Cult of Cain. Gotta figure out which ones those are. Cult of Cain or Cult of Pleasure buildings. How do we see which ones those are? Cult of Cain. That's an altar of Cain. It says Cult of Cain on it. Cult of Pleasure. Which one's Cult of Pleasure? I literally just acknowledged it. Did I? Because I acknowledged the Cult of Cain. Scroll. Okay, I don't see any Cult of Pleasure here. So all it gives us then is a discount to this stuff. And with this was not one of the units that was any good, right? Which else were good? I don't have not that. Oh, I have Sorks written down. But Sorks are these. I thought this was decided this was not one of the good ones. Maybe I skipped that one. Okay. It doesn't seem like a very big bonus then is my point. Okay. Seems decent. Look at the Lord's Magic School. How do I do that?
White shall be red.
If I click on it, is it going to auto-recruit? No, there's a recruit button. So presumably I can look at this. Death Wizard Spellcaster. Is there like a view character? There's lore. Is death the same tree that we had as the last faction that had a death faction as well? Yes, I understand. I understand there's an upkeep. And it is a lot. But it would be nice to be able to recruit while ambushing. Maybe it's just recruit a lord and ignore a hero and ignore it. Can't do it till next turn.
Blood will warm me.
Alright, well, maybe we don't do anything this turn. It's a little disappointing. Could upgrade this, I suppose. Need income. I wish I'd built an income building. Alright. Are we okay with this fight?
This will fail.
Probably.
No.
Hey, ambush failed. Okay, that's still fine. She pulled up a bunch of extra units.
Carnage awaits
Fight
us.
battle. But I'm only gonna be able to take that location if I can deal with her. So, yeah, quick save is exactly the same as. Well, I guess it's like 2 seconds faster than just ending turn again. It auto saves at the end of the turn, right? Okay. This is a hard fight. Okay. Nice start. In my experience, is the balance of power accurate? No.
Bleak swords.
Okay.
Dread spears. Dark shards. Dark elves.
God damn it. All right, Forrest. You're very interesting and all, but no way.
Druki. Dark shards.
Something about that word cracks me up.
Dread spears.
Battle ready.
Druki.
Them for towels.
Okay.
Dark shards. Cold-blooded killers.
All right, these are my. Don't want you in the front.
Dealers in death.
Dread spears. Eager for battle.
Sounds like Dookie.
Bleak
That must be it.
swords. We are ready. We are ready.
What is this unit? It's
Whisper to me.
Nobu.
Hellebron. Kane's chosen.
The merciless host.
Hag.
Cold-blooded killers.
All right. These are handbow crossbows. Okay.
Dark shards.
What fraction is? Oh, you said faction. Too bad. I was really looking forward to talking about fractions for 30 seconds or so.
Nagarothi.
All right. Can I bloodlust my archers? Let's find out. Weapon damage, melee attack. Probably don't want to then. Okay. Hey, Brewdog.
Merciless warriors. Attack.
All right, flanking cav on both sides. I think we want to move over just a little bit here.
merciless warriors.
Okay. It's engaged there.
Dark shards.
Okay. Oh, these are range units, so they're just moving into range with all their melee behind them. So we should just go shit on this stuff, I think.
Hellebron, Bride of Cain.
By Cain.
Sacrifice them.
Taruki.
All right, a couple of units chasing. That's fine.
Taruki. Battle calls. Battle ready. Following orders.
Don't need to go all the way back.
Merciless warriors.
To destruction. Death is coming. Dread spears.
Okay.
Bringers of death.
Dark shards. Slaughter them. Dealers in death.
Blood will
All right, I want to get the sisters there. Oh, they're turning around again.
Dark shards.
All right. Shoot the cab. It's the only threat.
Dark elves.
It's not really in range. We'll deal with it as I want to deal with it. I like my high ground right now.
Shards.
Okay, I do want this unit here to go there.
Dread
You to get in
spears.
front. I want to engage there. This is their executioner unit? No, it's just infantry. Okay.
Dark shards. End them.
All right. Engage. Where are my lords? Both here on that is fine. Let's go ahead and bloodlust. All right. Turn around.
carnage awaits. By Cain.
Keep that being
Dark
chased.
shards.
Happy to shoot
Without
that.
question.
Or even that. Okay, that's moving to intercept that. That's fine if they want to keep running.
They're using magic.
Okay.
Hellebron.
Dark shards.
Maybe even
Onwards
that.
to murder.
It's a low hit point unit. Still chasing. Good.
By Drakira.
Okay. We get nuked by some magic. That's fine. All right. Where are we here? I don't want to be second guessed on this chat. So why did he turn his back on Civ? Hey, thanks for showing up to my channel 5 years past the time we played that game last. I appreciate the support in the meantime. I could see why you think I'd still be playing that game.
Executioners. No mercy.
All right. Bloodlust up in a million hours.
Dark shards.
What is this spell? And what is it doing to me? You're currently murderous oh, this is not a spell. This is an effect. It's a positive effect. Okay. So our units are where? Where is this unit? Here. That's fine. Okay.
Massacre them.
Blood for Cain.
Alright, how do I feel about this shit? We're still chasing that. I don't want to engage these other things. This is fine. Losing the executioners. Yeah, I could retreat them.
Dark shards. Orders understood.
Why are you moving forward? Both my lords. Oh, that's not both my lords. One of my lords. Where's my other lord? Just cleaning up. That's fine. Knowing how spread out they get. Don't send heavy infantry to follow archers. I don't really give a shit. So I guess I don't want your feedback when it comes to that. Let me figure this faction out on my own.
Eager for battle.
I mean, I don't know if they're actually doing any damage to me as they're kiting. Maybe they are. But we're keeping them out of the fight. I wish I'd only spent 1 to them, but that's fine. Fighting out of the same faction as we are.
The merciless host. Carnage away.
Alright, lords are here and here. 20 seconds on buff.
Battle ready.
Wouldn't mind helping with that.
Executioners.
Helibron!
Okay. And I actually tried this because the whip infantry were supposed to be good at keeping enemies engaged. So my thought was if I get them in melee with these, that I would actually have some ability to control them. Now, that may or may not be happening, but they're not doing any damage to me while this is happening.
Speak dark deeds!
Yeah, that looks like a dead executioner or a dead swordsman. Pretty low on morale. Can shoot this. Okay. Retreat back to there. Lords are aware. Cleaning that up and cleaning this up, I guess. Alright, this got stuck. Let's just go this way. I guess we can chase that. Yeah.
Mystery upon mystery!
Yeah, I'll try shitting on their lords with 2 now. This is our dread spears, very low. Wouldn't mind those surviving.
Dread spears. Dark ebb. Make them bleed. No survivors. Hang them.
Okay. How are these units doing? Still chasing those archers.
Executioners.
Dread spears. By Drakira. By Drakira.
Alright, the lords are on their lord. We have a bloodlust up in a moment.
Dread spears. Dealers in death.
Maybe help their lords down. Great.
Death hag!
Well, not dead yet, I guess. Just running. Tired. Alright, that was fine. Yeah. You're here. Okay, dude, I want you to think about this for a second, Whizbane. I want to welcome you to my channel. It's cool that you've come check me out. Probably you found me through my Civ content on YouTube, which a lot of people do, which is really cool. I'm glad that I have the Civ content on YouTube. I'm glad it's helpful for a lot of people, but I haven't played that game on channel in more than 5 years, or more than 4 years right now. Right? I have no intention of going back to that game. Time moves on. Things get old. Things get boring. I probably have 5.5 thousand hours in that game, or 6,000 hours in that game, and I'm pretty happy to move on with other things. So if you want to check out lots of other cool games that I'll be playing, that's what I do on this channel. As time moves forward, we check out new things. If you want to go just be stuck on the fact that you've now found Civ, even though it's 6 years past when I found Civ, you're probably going to be disappointed with that, because I'm not ever going to go back to that game. There's 500 multiplayer games of that on my YouTube channel, so you have basically infinite content for that. But there won't be more content for that. All right. So unfortunately she gets away. I wonder if we should have made sure she died while chasing. I think I probably should have. What are you saving all these channel points for? The meme that is people coming into the channel and asking when I'm going to play Civ again. You think that was yelling? I thought I was pretty gentle with him.
You are lucky.
All right.
This time.
Treasury. Murder captives.
Have blood. None shall live.
And enslave. Okay.
I am your new
Oh, we got her. Nice.
mistress. Bind them tight.
All right.
Feel
We need the replenishment out of that. All right. More chat's avatars. Yeah.
A renewal. Welcome back.
Your argument.
The backseat is real. That
Yeah.
said, Always love your amazing capacity to explain your thought processes in games. Thank you for the years of content.
Thank you, Sadreal. Our argument is that Civ 5 is not static. It's evolving with mods. We have Civ 6, maybe even Civ 6 in the far future. Yeah, Civ 6 is a pile of steaming horse shit. So maybe Civ 7 will be worth playing. Civ 6 isn't. And Civ 5 is not evolving in a way that I want to deal with. It's not evolving enough that I care about it. There's an off chance that if it massively changed, I might go back to it to check it out, but it seems very unlikely. All right. Plungish would be nice right now. Absolutely, that's part of the benefit of taking the slaves. I was just reading the other abilities. I'm also going to grab our new chat, Ursus Maritimus, as one of the fodder units. Enemy hero success chance 10%. Okay. All right, where are our units? That was a bloody fight, but it kind of did what we wanted to do. We ambushed a much stronger hero outside of their walls, so maybe to set up to actually take this city back, which is what I want to do. Oh, interesting. Drunk Uncle, didn't know that. We have one more fodder unit to be renamed. Where is it? Strategic booty. Wait. Did we lose? No, right there. Okay. So it's this unit. Let's rename it. And this goes to... Oh, it's Ursus. Oh, dude, but how do I spell your name? Like that. Ursus Maritimus. M-A-R. Oh, I can't cap here? Yes, I can. Oops. Maritimus. Like that. Imus. Like that. All right. Great. All right.
Snow. Sea.
What happened to my game? Why did it just randomly go to desktop? No idea. Let's take a look at our recruits. I want to get a lord. I might take this turn. Like, what? How damaged are they right now? What's this actual garrison look like? Still too heavy.
Ill considered.
And all of their range units survived, unfortunately. Okay. I think we go back to the city. Wait, what? It's still my fact. I like rebelled on us. Okay.
Crone Helebron.
We the Civ 5 community. Oh man, we don't need to rag on them for this. It's just I think this is a the issue is that people don't really check the timestamp on those videos, and they come expecting it to be my life to be static and my channel to be static, right?
I am Cain's instrument.
I think we're gonna go here and recruit, get our army size up, grab another lord, or another hero rather. I want to keep fighting this, which we can do shortly. So we'll go here. Go ahead and recruit a hero. Okay. Spiteful seems nice. All units in the army get melee strength. All units in the army get weapon strength. Campaign movement is nice too, though. I can take 2 of these. I might just take them both. It's a lot of upkeep. They're going to be individually better than any other units I can take, though, right? All right, before we do that, though, let's just double check that we don't have a skill point that like promotes our recruited lords or something. Huh. I wonder if damage walls gets us where we need to be right now. My chances based on my skill level, though? Because I want to take this city, but the city has walls. Symbol of the game.